The power had been out in the building for days. From the outside, it looked untouched. Concrete walls, narrow balconies, and satellite dishes pointing everywhere. But all the windows were dark, even with the afternoon sun hitting the street. The front door was slightly ajar, scraping against the floor whenever the wind blew through the hall. Our job was simple on paper: clear the building and secure the block. But buildings without power are a different beast, slower, quieter, and much harder to read. We stacked up against the wall next to the entrance, listening. The city behind us was eerily quiet, just distant echoes that were hard to place. As soon as we stepped inside, the air changed. It was cooler, smelling of dust and old concrete. The hallways stretched into darkness, with only thin lines of sunlight cutting through cracks in the shutters. We moved toward the central stairwell, careful not to trip on debris. The stairwell door was open, revealing a vertical shaft of shadow climbing up through the building. Stairwells are unpredictable. Sound travels strangely, and new angles appear with every turn. I took the inner wall as we began to climb. We kept our flashlights off to stay hidden from the outside, letting our eyes adjust to the dark. Every step echoed, feeling louder than it should in the dead air. We cleared the first landing without any issues. The hallway was empty, apartment doors closed and silent. We held, scanned, and kept moving up. Halfway between the second and third floors, a single shot cracked from above. The sound exploded in the stairwell, bouncing off the walls, making it impossible to pinpoint the source. We dropped into cover, pressing against the concrete. Another shot hit the railing, sending metal fragments clattering down. I leaned out and fired a few rounds up toward the next landing, just to make them pull back. The confined space made every shot deafening, each echo piling on the last, until the whole stairwell seemed to vibrate. Radio chatter was calm but quiet. Hold the stairs. Watch the upper landing. Maintain your spacing. We advanced slowly, step by step, using the walls as cover. Dust floated in the thin beams of light from a cracked window high above, making shadows shift and blur. A shadow appeared briefly at the top of the next flight, followed by another shot. We answered with short bursts, keeping pressure on them while holding our ground. This went on for minutes, not constant shooting, but sudden bursts, followed by heavy silence. Then we heard something new above us. Doors opening, footsteps in a hallway. Another team had come in from the roof and was clearing down towards us. The firing from above got ragged, then stopped completely. A moment later, we heard muffled sounds from the floor above, then nothing. We held our position, watching the upper landing. The building just creaked quietly. When we finally reached the top floor, sunlight was spilling in from a shattered rooftop door. The sudden brightness was disorienting after so long in the dark. As we made our way back down to the street, the stairwell returned to its silent, shadowy state. What stays with me is how darkness inside a building changes everything. Every sound is magnified, every step feels heavier, and the memory of moving through that silence lingers long after you're gone. Thanks for watching.